It is now. It's recording now.
So not like the greatest 20 minutes of CrossFit podcasting ever that was lost.
Yeah.
Because you didn't hit record.
Right.
Hearing how upset Randy was worth.
It was worth
to
it.
me. That was worth it not being recorded because I thought he was so.
He was.
And who was on that show with you?
Corey.
He was just Corey. You and Corey were like couple little 12-year-old girls.
Oh, it was fucking hilarious.
Cackling, and then hearing Randy like painfully trying to recount.
He's just like, "Close your ears, Mom. Fuck you."
And I get the impression that you knew that the recording stopped at some point, but you just kind of let it because Randy was on a roll.
I didn't.
Or no, when you came back and he was all just madder than the butt-fucked hornet.
A butt-fucked hornet.
Yeah, and you just let it roll.
He was.
Let him rant.
Yeah, I was pissed that it stopped recording. Like, that's the problem with that new recorder.
Did you ever figure it out?
Well, we figured out that if you plug something into it, it stops the recording.
While you're recording?
If you unplug something, it stops the recording. So if you unplug a headset, it just stops the recording. And I don't like that.
Can you...
You should just be able to just keep going and plug it in.
Well, it's some sort of fail-safe for some reason. Is there a way to deactivate that?
No. I did look in the settings and I couldn't figure out how to deactivate it. And there's one little red light on it.
Oh, it doesn't have a display like this one?
No, it's not a color display. And that's what I kind of wish. I kind of wish that Zoom did an in-between piece, because it's nice because it has I don't have to have a headset amplifier, which I had to have before, so everybody can have headphones. It's all built right into the piece. So
what is it? A pod track?
It's called the PodTrack P4 or the P4 PodTrack or some shit. P4 track. I don't know. But it's a nice piece. But there are some things I wish it had. Wish it had the color screen. That way.
Does it have a screen at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like a little blue and black LCD screen. Matrix style screen.
Yeah.
But I wish it had the screen with a color screen with that lit up with the, let you know you're recording, and then also the little red light to let you know that you're recording. And then
It doesn't even do that.
It has the little red light. That's it. Like, that's the problem. It's the little red light, so it doesn't catch your eye if it turns off.
Versus all the red lights on this.
Yeah.
Plus the little where it says recording.
Yeah.
On the screen.
Yeah, it doesn't have any of that. And I also wish it had the 3.5.
Oh,
headset plugs.
The 1/4 inch and the 3mm.
Yeah, the quarter and 3.5 inch. Imagine how big that fucking plug would be.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the negative side of this
inch.
one is, like you said, you have to have a headphone amplifier, but
yeah, it doesn't make it very portable. That's the.
No, excuse me. No, not at all. But
I mean, it does have the headphone outset on it, but that's just one.
Yeah.
And that doesn't help anybody.
I mean, if you're just one person monitoring, but if you need multiple people to monitor, then or as y'all say in Ohio, no.
But I mean, for the most part, the P-Track is.
I mean, if I was just going to do podcasts and I wasn't using this for other stuff, like when I do music and things like that.
Yeah.
And actual video work, I would go with that. What's that Rode podcaster?
Oh, they have the
or something.
It's like the Roadcaster, I think.
Yeah, doesn't Jason have one?
I don't know.
I thought he bought one, or he was gonna buy one.
I thought he was gonna buy one. It's a big board. Almost.
Well, I think they make multiple versions. There's one with 4 channels and one with 8.
Yeah.
But it's got everything baked into it.
Yeah. And
I think one of them's battery powered. And you can put a memory card in one of them.
Yeah, and record directly to it.
Yeah.
I've looked into those. They're nice.
Oh, and you can
but they're big.
You can hook up a phone to it. I think you can Bluetooth phones into it as well.
Well, I can do that with mine. I had to buy a little adapter.
No, but this one I think it's natively built in.
Yeah, I had to buy a Bluetooth adapter so that I can and I'll use that to stream in stuff from like YouTube or from whenever we do calls.
How's the latency on that?
Pretty good. It's almost non-existent. Like whenever Patrick's on, it's.
That's how you loop him in.
Yeah, that's how we loop him in because I just do a FaceTime call. It just makes shit easier.
So, you FaceTime and then Bluetooth to the pod track?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, because even when, like, I'll use the pod track as a external sound card essentially. So like if I'm playing Call of Duty, I'll use the pod track
to record you talking trash to 14-year-olds?
No. Not even to record. I will just literally turn it on, run the audio out through my headset, sit in my chair, grab a microphone, and get on and play with Jose and my nephew and all of his people. And that's what I'll use is just that.
Oh, you don't have a gaming headset?
No. Don't need one. I got a PodTrack P4. But that's all through the laptop. So
you're playing PC, not like Xbox.
No, not through Xbox. Because it's cross-platform.
Yeah.
So and I don't remember. I think when I bought my laptop, Microsoft gave me a free copy of a Microsoft game, and Call of Duty was one of them. There might be police ahead. For those that didn't hear this, Mo and I are driving back from Tennessee.
Yes. Well, Kentucky, but it's like you can see the border is like on the other side of the parking lot.
I mean, we were in Tennessee this morning.
So we stayed in Tennessee.
Yeah, so the
event was in Kentucky.
But it all works out.
We are headed back to are we, the Show Me State?
We're the heart of it all.
That's our slogan?
Yeah.
That's whack.
It's because Ohio's kind of shaped like a heart.
Okay, well, hold on. It's not, I shouldn't have said R, because I'm there because of the Air Force, not
yeah. You kind of got stuck there.
Yeah.
And then stayed.
Yeah. It's like a bad girlfriend.
Grew up there and still live there today and would rather.
I feel like you like it less than I do. And you're from there.
I'm sure I do like it less than you do. I've been trying to move for 22 years. I figured it out. It's been 22 years, so just a couple years before Liz and I got together.
What was the sentient moment where you were like, I don't want to live in Ohio?
Just didn't want to live in Ohio anymore. Like, fuck this place. It wasn't like a turning point. It was just like, I've been here.
So it was like an epiphany, just like, it wasn't a build-up. It was just like, or was it like over the course of, I guess, most of your life?
Well, I don't like cold weather. And I never really, I mean, every kid likes to go out and play in the snow.
Yeah.
But after a certain age, it's like, fuck that shit.
So, it's funny you say that because, like Mel, she lived in Illinois her whole life, and I think she lived in Wisconsin for a tiny bit. But she said she never realized she didn't like the cold weather until she didn't live in the cold weather when she moved to Texas with me.
I was going to say, being in Wisconsin and Chicago, they're colder longer than we are in Ohio.
Okay.
Like, they get lake effect snow. And Wisconsin, I mean, that's the land of cheese
and honey, right?
Yeah, so they're cold just because of Canada. You know, they're Canada adjacent, so they're cold adjacent. Mm-hmm. And fuck Canada.
That's America's hat. Hey Canada, can you? We get it, okay? You're on fire. Please stop.
Yeah, put your wildfires out and stop polluting. The planet.
Have we sent anybody up there?
No, we're not going to.
But I'm saying, like, they gave us Bieber and.
Oh no,
Jim Carrey.
We're not sending anybody. There was a kid working out this weekend that looked like, I thought he was Justin Bieber. There was a kid that looked like Justin Bieber. Off on a different tangent here. There's a kid who looked like Prince William.
Like the wrestler?
No, from the UK. There was a kid that looked like a young Mikey from the Goonies. One of
Which
the
one was Mikey?
one of the Coreys.
Oh, okay.
He looked like a young Mikey. And then there was there was something else. Oh, there was a girl that looked like a girl that my daughter goes to school with. I'm like, oh, that's what she looked like when she got older? Okay. It got older and worked out.
Yes.
Yeah, no. Don't work out. So.
Living in the cold.
Yeah, living in the cold. I just at some point, like around 20 years old, just like, fuck this. Like, this is stupid. I don't
This is stupid. Why do I live in a place where the air makes my face hurt?
Yeah, like, I don't want to, like, I just don't want to have to deal with this shit. And it wasn't that I was cold. I just didn't like the cold. Like, I just want, consistent temperature across the board.
So,
Whether it's 90 degrees consistently or 70 degrees consistently.
As long
I
as
just
it's
want
consistent
weather because I can manage that a little better.
So I spent most of my young adult life in Southern California, and it was fairly consistent. I'd say, Riverside, San Bernardino area, it's probably around...
It's like 60s, 70s through there, right?
Yeah, I mean, it would get hot every once in a while, but it was like 90s.
Okay.
And then when we moved to Japan, it was like very different. Like, that was the first place I ever lived that snowed. But I think the problem I have with the Ohio cold, it's like slushy cold.
Yeah.
And the sky is gray.
Yeah, it's just over Ohio though. That you go to any other state and the sun's out. It's only over Ohio that the
and everything turns
here.
gray. Like Japan, it would be snowing, but it would be like nice still.
Yeah. You can wear your wooden flip flops and
no, those are
your
Dutch,
geisha gear.
Those are the Dutch people that wear the wooden flip flops.
No, they wear wooden clogs. I'm talking about the geisha. The geisha the wooden platforms with just the two posts on it.
The two planks.
Yeah. No, California doesn't appeal to me. They just got way too many, like, being a car person.
Oh, emission laws.
Their emission laws and just other shit. There's like everything has to be California compliant now. Well,
Yeah.
fuck them. I mean, why does everybody else have to conform to their bullshit? Who the fuck are they? And even in some cases, they're still running, like, COVID limitations.
Really?
3 years later. Yeah.
That's still a thing?
Not for me, it's not.
Like, living there so long, like, I didn't know anything different. But I have lived there since I've left twice. And for me, it's so expensive, like, I don't really have any desire to live there.
Well, it's because everything is, like, it's because they have all those restrictions. Like, if they just let up.
No, I'm saying just collectively, like, the cost of living, I don't think it's all a direct result of having catalytic converters or anything, but just, it's so landlocked. Like, there's no...
It's on the ocean.
No, but I'm saying, but where everybody lives, it used to be all... Where I lived, it was pretty rural-ish.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a bigger city, but it wasn't like a massive city. But like, I probably couldn't afford to live there right now.
Not
anymore. No.
Well, not with the working for who you're working for. I mean, you'd have to work for a company in California to pay. That's
absolutely.
Paying California rates. Like, that's the only way.
For sure.
I mean, Liz and I would be poor in California. I mean, we're by no means rich, but
you're not Ohio poor. That's for sure.
Yeah, we would be poor as shit in California, which is kind of why I want to move to this, like, the Southern Carolina. Like, the Southern Carolina is nice.
My Carolina experiences have only been like Charlotte and Raleigh.
That's all you need.
But I was there for work. I wasn't like going out and about and like experiencing the town. So it was all fitness related. But actually, both visits were. Well, actually, no. take it back. One visit to Charlotte, I was working at music festivals, so I'm obviously chained to that, and didn't really get to experience much except for this diner that's open 24 hours. That's, I guess, iconic there. It's pretty good. Next to a big purple strip club.
Yeah, Guy Fieri said you should go. He's going to take you to Flavortown.
But I don't know anything about like the cost of living or taxes or anything there.
So in the Southern Carolina, the cost of living was a couple years ago just slightly cheaper than living in Ohio. But they have a whole lot less taxes than what Ohio has as well.
Like the taxes are lower, the rates are lower?
The rates are lower, or they just don't exist. Like I don't know if an income tax exists, or but some of the taxes just don't exist. Like Florida has no income tax. I think that's what it is. So
they have a sales tax? They don't have a state tax, right?
Yeah, they don't have a state tax.
But they have sales tax.
Yeah.
Does tourism and agriculture pretty much pay for everything?
For the most part, yeah. I mean, Disney World was paying for everything. Now,
isn't that going to go away?
Probably. I mean,
but isn't that going to like screw up that area of Orlando if that does go away?
I don't know.
Because it's going to be a massive resource drain.
Well, it's going to be a massive resource drain, but from what I understand, like Disney got a lot of like leeway and a lot of cuts and they weren't paying for a lot of shit. And
but they were also
basically their own city.
Yeah, but they were also like not, I guess, draining the local adjacent like communities for resources like fire, police,
no,
medical.
They supply most of their own.
Yeah, it's like the way I've heard it described, and after doing some reading, it almost sounds like it's from the infrastructure standpoint. It's like its own, like a base. Yeah, because I think they have their own power grid too.
They have their own power grid. They actually have their own neighborhood.
They have their own water too, right?
Yeah, they have their own neighborhood. Champions Gate, I think, was initially created to be part of Disney. Yeah, no, I don't think that's right. It's not Champions Gate. It's something else. But they do have like their own neighborhood. Yeah, like it's a Disney-based neighborhood, but it's not all Disney decked out.
No, it's just a proper
but it's a neighborhood
residence.
Yeah,
residential area.
Because we drove through there, and I'm trying to think. It was like we went through Champions Gate. That's a nice place. It's just outside of. It's about 20 miles south of Disney. But Disney wasn't paying a state tax.
Yeah, they got like a shit ton of tax breaks.
Yeah, they got a shit ton of tax breaks on all kinds of stuff, and
because of the amount of revenue and jobs they create.
Right.
That was I mean, I don't know this, but that was what I recall. Right. I don't know. I don't know how accurate that is, but that was my.
I don't either. So we'll say it's 99%. But then the governor, I mean, they're getting all these tax breaks, and they were basically getting money from Florida also. So like, not only are they not paying for shit, they're getting like stipends and shit from Florida, I think. Mm-hmm. And Florida's like, well, you're a business. One, stop injecting your opinion on shit. Two, you need to start paying us. Like this shit's gone on long enough. You're raking in billions and billions of dollars.
I'm assuming when this was all inked, Orlando probably wasn't what it is today.
No, it was nothing like what it is today.
How long is it?
I mean, they still have undeveloped land to develop on.
In like the Disney.
In
Disney's land.
Property, yeah, on their property. Yeah, there's still like acreage that they can develop stuff on, that they can build out.
But they own that.
Yes. Okay. Disney owns it. But they, like, when all this was was set up, this was like, I don't know, probably back in the 60s.
Yeah, that was my next question. Like, I have no idea how. I've never been to Disney World, so I don't know how old it is or anything.
Yeah, I mean it's an old facility. I think Walt had it built like in the 50s and 60s, and they set up all that tax breaks and all the other shit in the back then. I mean, that's when all of this shit was set up. And it's just it's progressed. Like, you know, maybe at first they weren't paying, you know, a state tax but they were paying like a local tax for fire and EMT, and then as they begin to get bigger,
They're just like,
progressed.
oh, we'll just build our own fire department, so you don't have to worry about it.
That way, you guys don't have to, you know, we don't have to wait for you guys to get here.
Yeah, so they were probably like, okay, cool, that's a win-win.
So then, but we're also not going to, you know, turn around and pay you for shit. So it's just been but I think once all of that, you know, once whoever comes out on top of that one, whether it's Disney versus the state or state versus Disney, but it'll be interesting.
What's the problem? Is like the state just wants to say, hey, we're getting rid of all this stuff?
Well, the governor's just like, we're tired of you. We're tired of not seeing we're not seeing a benefit from you being here.
Aside from the jobs being
Aside
created?
from just the jobs. Like, they're not...
I mean, they got to be a massive employer.
Oh,
it's got to be up there with, like, the military, because there's a fuck ton of military
But they have a
bases
huge turnover,
in Florida.
too. Like, yeah, Disney has huge turnover. Like, you are a number there.
Well,
Sarah used to work there. I mean, it's not like in another company.
It's a massive organization.
You're gone. Like, that's it. Mm-hmm. They'll just bring somebody else in because everybody wants to work at Disney. So, but I mean, yes, they are creating jobs down there, but they're not contributing. I mean, from what I've seen, they're not contributing back to the state itself. Like, they're taking.
I just remember when that came about. Like, it's been like the past 6 months or so.
It's been past year.
Well, I mean, when I first heard about it, and I just remember. I mean, this is a vague recollection, but I think one of the comments was, "Well, it's going to have a huge impact on the, city resource-wise, like I said, law enforcement, first responder type shit." Because I think the way it was described is like, well, if they have to start paying for it, then they're not going to provide it anymore, like their own.
Yeah, I don't think that would happen. I think there's a middle ground that they'll meet somewhere, but I don't think Disney would be like...
I don't know if you know this, but the governor sounds kind of like a prick.
A little bit. I mean...
I feel like he would try and strong-arm this shit.
I mean, he's better
That's just kind of how he strikes me.
I mean, he's trying to... He's running for president.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I can't remember his name.
DeSatan.
DeSantis. That's right. Ron DeSantis. But he's running for... So he's trying to, like... He's trying to, like, assert some power and to show that he can handle the job of president. So he's going after the biggest employer in the state.
And starting off by erasing Black history from Florida.
Really?
Yeah, you never heard that shit?
That lucky bastard.
He was part of that whole "don't say gay" shit too, right?
Yeah, there was that part, and the whole "don't say gay" thing is...
I mean, I don't remember the specifics. I just remember that was a lot. There was a lot of stuff going on about that.
Yeah, it's fucking gay.
You can't say that.
Oh, damn. Yeah, it's just to a point. There's literally...
They were like talking about banning books and shit.
Well,
too, right?
well, specific books that are
deal with minorities.
Minors, not minorities, but telling, like, you know, people.
I don't remember
rumors,
the specifics, but
like rumor bullshit, like grooming to be this, that, or the other, and they're just like, we need to get rid of these books. And there are books out there like that, but whatever. I'm not in Florida, so I don't pay too much to Florida politics.
Yeah.
But Disney's not really a Florida politic. And what's Disney gonna do? They're gonna move. They're just gonna pick up their castle and leave.
I've seen crazier shit happen.
Take it down brick by brick.
Hey, I've seen a polar bear ride a tricycle, and I've seen a dolphin get a bomb off the bottom of the ocean. So
that's impressive.
Yeah, I'm not into using the word never.
I mean, I've seen a beluga whale retrieve someone's dropped phone. That's about the extent of what I got. But yeah, I don't want to live in Florida. Like, that's not.
Oh, I thought that was one of the places that was on your list.
I would move to Florida only if I knew that Sarah and Jose were staying there. But Jose has no intentions of staying in Florida once Sarah finally retires. But she still has another...
She's got a minute, right?
15 years, 13 years. I mean, she turns 40 this year. Gave out her age. Look at me, I'm the asshole. She turns 40 this year, or in January.
She doesn't listen.
No, she doesn't listen anymore. So she's still got another 15 years to go before she can retire. So but I don't want to move to Florida and then move, because he's talking about moving to South Carolina also.
Mm-hmm.
But he wants to move up in the mountains. And I'm like, you can have that shit.
The mountains or Florida?
The mountains in South Carolina. He wants to move into the mountains. I'm like, you can have that. I don't want anything to do with that.
Yeah, because then it'd probably be cold again.
It'd be cold again, and I don't want to deal with that shit. But he doesn't mind the cold. He's like, we don't have snow in Puerto Rico.
He's from New York, though, right?
He's from Puerto Rico.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he's Puerto Rican. Yeah, he would be from New York, but he's from Puerto Rico.
No, he did not live in New York?
No.
Oh, I thought he did for some reason.
No, he's always lived in Florida.
Okay.
I mean, Puerto Ricans are only ever from Puerto Rico, Florida, or New York, so it's got to. I mean, you had
A, B, or C.
Yeah, you had a 33.33% chance of getting it
being right.
But yeah, he's just like, friends of ours, they bought this place. They got 50 acres up in the mountains, and it's a community, like a community place. Like, everybody has all this land.
You got 50 acres and it's a community?
Yeah, I was like, what?
Dude, it's going to take like an hour to go see your neighbor.
Well, that's the point. They have to like drive literally up a mountain, a mountain road to like get to this guy's house, and it just overlooks more mountains. And he's like, it's really nice, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, you can have that shit. I need to be near the ocean. Like, I need water.
There's probably a lake.
Well, there's Lake Norman. That's in North Carolina, I think. But that's where like all the NASCAR drivers live.
Oh, that's
where
probably going to be expensive.
Some F1, so there's some F1 people that have houses over there, and like Steiner has
all
a
the
house
American
there.
F1 people suck, though.
Well, no, but Steiner has one.
Who's Steiner?
He's Haas Racing's principal.
Oh, Haas blows.
Haas is the only American. Well, there'll be one of two if Schumacher gets in, but Haas is the only American F1
trying
team.
to get in too.
Who?
Andretti. I know they were building.
Oh no, it is Andretti, not Shoemaker. Shoemaker does drive already for somebody, and he sucks.
I thought he was out already.
He probably. I haven't watched a race in a couple weeks.
Now remember, Andretti's they're building a big ass facility in Indy to build an F1 team.
So don't they already have a big ass facility in Indy?
Well, I think that's mainly for the Indy stuff, but I think they're building one to start developing F1. It was I remember hearing about it. It was like the economic impact was pretty significant.
Oh, well, good on them.
Like million with an S behind it. Oh. Like millions of dollars.
Billions of dollars.
I think it might have been in Fishers, which is kind of like a suburb of Indianapolis. Kind of like 2 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It is Andretti. It's not Shoemaker. Shoemaker was already in. He's out. He's not building it. Michael Sr.'s not building the team, so. But Andretti's in a bunch of shit. They got F1. I think they got other like small dirt track race teams. I think they do some motorcycle shit.
Did Senior start in F1?
No, I don't think so. I think he started.
It was always Indy?
I think it was always Indy. Because there was always which is, Indy is just the American version of F1, and F1 is the world version of racing.
Except they just go in circles.
Except they just go in. They just like NASCAR. They only make left-hand turns.
But really, really fast.
But it's 200 miles an hour, 270 miles an hour, whatever it is.
Yeah, there was one year I was flying from Texas up to Indianapolis to visit my kids, and it just happened to be while the Brickyard was going on, and the way we flew in that day, like I could see the race. It looked like slot cars, like they were going so fast around the track.
Oh yeah.
And I was actually timing them to see how long it would take them to go around a track, and I did the doing the bar table math. It was like 210 miles an hour. Yeah. I was like, that's insane.
It's insane how fast they are. I mean, I think they get up to like 230 in some places on one of the straightaways.
Yeah.
Not both, because that's a little much. But yeah, I don't mind watching Indy. I just wish it was more road racy.
Do they have road courses?
They do, I think, one a year.
Do they go to Watkins Glen?
I don't know. I don't follow Indy that much, but
I mean, at least with NASCAR, like some of them are not circles.
No, they do road races with NASCAR, but for the majority,
but I'm saying, they have short tracks, they got big tracks, and then they got like Daytona, the Tri-Oval, and then they do a couple road courses. They'll do the one in California, and then the one in New York. Are there only 2 road courses? Oh no, and they did Course of America like within the past couple of years.
Oh, Circuits of America,
or
COTA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wish that Indy did a little more right-hand turns and a little less left-hand turns. I mean, I wish NASCAR did the same thing. I get it, like the whole, this is our roots, and we're gonna move moonshine.
But wouldn't that make more sense to be more road courses if that was their roots, because they were running alcohol?
Well, yes.
You can't. If you're running alcohol in circles, the cops are going to catch you.
Well, they didn't run the alcohol in circles. Like, it all stems from the cars that they were building to outrun the cops when they were running moonshine. They would use those cars to run laps.
Oh, just to make them faster?
Oh, they just did
test them out? Or they would just do it for fun?
They were doing it for fun.
Oh, okay.
They were just doing it, a little gambling here and there. Whatever, and they just would go in circles, which, that's fine, to each their own, I guess. But it just seems, I don't know, I can sit and watch an IMSA race or an SRO race or, a Porsche Cup or whatever. But I don't pay attention 100% while I'm watching those races. I keep an eye on the TV.
Yeah, it's hard to
doing other stuff.
There's so much shit going on.
Yeah.
Especially from a broadcast.
The camera work is you're trying to watch one car, or 2 different cars, or whatever, 3 different cars, and you never see those cars on screen because everybody's only ever focused on
the prototypes.
The prototypes, or whoever the leader car is. They don't there was one race that I've watched this year that I haven't even been able to watch any of the IMSA races this year. It was one of the first races. Matt Clark was driving, and they focused on that car, which was Rob's car, and talked about Matt Clark for 10 minutes. So Mac he's a young kid out of Canada, driver. They're like, oh, he's going to be the next, he could be the next this, or he could be the next that. His skill set is it's pretty unbelievable. And he's a nice kid. I mean, I met him. He was driving for Valkyrie, and he was there when I went down with Jason. But it's they don't seem to do that shit. They always focus on there's certain guys that they're always focused on, and it drives me nuts.
The ones with the most money.
Well, yeah, it's usually whoever's in the lead, and they're like, oh, and Sycamore.
Well, I mean,
Susie
but it's
blah, blah, blah.
who's in the lead for that larger class? which is the prototypes, right?
Well, that depends on it. That's a.
I mean, like for that particular race.
Yeah, for that particular race, it's always prototypes, and then there's the the GT1, GT2, GT3 classes that are behind it, but they don't focus on. They only focus on prototypes in those cases. But in the Porsche, like the IMSA Porsche races.
Mm-hmm.
They only ever focus on who is in like the first, second, or third place, and they always just talk about the same three people usually. And it was when they were talking about Mac, it was just like, oh shit, they're talking about, well, one, they're talking about someone I know, and two, they're talking about somebody else that isn't in the top, leading the race right now, because he wasn't leading the race. So it was interesting to actually for them to talk about somebody else, but they just for the most part,
it's all about they follow the money.
Yeah, for the most part, the broadcasting sucks because you can't. I get it. Like you got.
I mean, like the whole concept of what they do. It just creates opportunities, but at the same time, it doesn't, because there's so many cars,
right?
In so many classes.
You got 40 cars on the track at a time.
Yeah.
And then.
That's like when we went to Indy, when that last Sunday when they were racing, it took me about 20 minutes to figure out what I was looking at on the screen.
Yeah.
And to figure out where we were.
Yeah, because you got to look at the color standings, because it's overall standings. And then you have, everything's color coded, like
based on the class.
You got silver class, you got pro class, that might be red. You got amateur class, that may be orange. You got pro-am, that may be green. And then, but they never, so you got to look at that, and then you got to figure out, based on class, because they don't lump the classes together half the time on the leaderboards.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why it took me like 20 minutes to figure out where we were.
Figure it out. You got to decipher that shit yourself. But I'm trying to think of what it was that I was watching, and I finally started clicking with me as I was watching it. It was like, oh, well, they got the so-and-sos in the whatever, it was like a pro-am class, or then this person's in, it was just called silver class.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, silver class, okay. And then there was the the gentleman drivers class, that it was just two older guys driving cars, and like, all right, this makes sense. And then after that, but they never lumped anything together. You still had to figure out.
It would be, with technology today, you would think that they could do like multiple feeds off of all the cameras. Like if you wanted to watch SRO and watch Jason, like you could go to this YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And follow that.
Well, part of the problem is they have broadcasting. They have rights that like Peacock has SRO rights, I think, or IMSA rights.
Mm-hmm.
But then IMSA does their own shit on TV. So you've got multiple sets of different cameras at the track, because IMSA does their own shit. But it's not the same feed that Peacock has. So
interesting.
It's a different feed altogether, because Peacock is you have to pay for that streaming shit. So it's just a whole thing. Like you would think that they, with all the money that they would make and that they're charging, that they would actually they'd have more cameras. Like you got, it would be almost next to impossible to have a camera for every car, but
oh, for sure,
because you'd have 40 cameras on every turn.
You'd have as many cameras as there are cars.
You'd have at least 10 times the amount of cameras as cars, if you wanted one for every car for every turn. So I don't know, they can fix the shit. I really wish that it was easier, and I get why, but I wish it was a little bit easier at some tracks to get media passes. Like Mid-Ohio sucks. Like, they don't let anybody in unless...
Keyword in that sentence.
Ohio. So... Hey, we're going to take a break.
Yeah, first stop.
First stop, taking a break. We're on the road. Coming back from Tennessee.
And we'll be back.
Peace out.
Let's go get some lobster.
Go get got that banana plantation money.
Yeah.
Where you want to go? You want to go to Maine and get some lobster?
Watch the ball game.
You know, it'll be fun. But I don't have that banana money because I wasn't allowed to buy a fucking banana plantation.
I knew a guy, he used to work for Delta, I think. What's the big airport out of Cincinnati, or what's the big airline out of Cincinnati?
Oh, I don't know. Probably it's not Delta. Delta's out of Houston. Spirit Airlines?
Nah, it was before all that. It's like 10
Pan
years
Am?
ago. Was it America West?
Maybe. Is that part of American Airlines?
I think it got absorbed.
Yeah,
I think it got absorbed by United. Well, anyway, he used to work for some airline. He was whatever he did, he got like flight privileges.
Yeah.
And you basically just have to pay the taxes, and there's like an app you can go on, there was no apps back then, but you could go to a website and it was like, this is how many seats are available for employees.
Oh, it's standby. It's basically
essentially standby.
Like standby?
But employee standby is like you're even on the lower category than standby people.
Yeah, because I actually flew. That's how when I went down to Texas 20 years ago, whatever it was, I flew standby because my aunt was then they were called stewardess, but she was a flight attendant.
Flight attendant, yeah.
But she was a flight attendant, and I flew down on a standby, and she's like, you need to be super nice and, turn things down, if they offer you, like, say, make sure everybody else on the plane gets one first before.
Make sure anyone else gets a life preserver for me.
Yeah, and I was just kind of like, fuck that shit. They come over and ask me
I
if I
want
want
pretzels.
something to drink. I don't know.
Yeah.
Give me some goddamn peanuts, bitch. Take your ass back to the galley and get me some peanuts.
But he said on his days, like, if he had like a few days off, he'd just get bored and he'd like look and see what was open.
And just go somewhere.
It'd just go somewhere.
I would do the same thing.
He said one of the days he just like, he flew to like Boston in the morning and went to a baseball game and then flew back the next morning.
That actually sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
Wake up hungover, get to the airport. That sounds, but God, I wish I had a banana plantation. Because then I could have bought a golf course. And Liz could have told me no. She'd be like, you can't buy a golf course. I'm like, shut up, banana money's buying this.
This is a business investment.
My money ain't green, it's yellow. Banana bills.
So, that was the thing I brought up yesterday. Malls. What happened to malls?
Malls, yes. So, I don't know.
So tell me about malls in your childhood, because I wonder if they were the same like in California. As they were here.
I think they were.
Because malls were already dying by the time I moved here.
Really? So malls were like that's what we did.
I didn't move here till 2000.
Oh, then
6 was the first time I was here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then
2006.
They were pretty close to working their way out at that point then. So everything you see, like if you watch Stranger Things and there's all the different mall scenes.
I've never watched it, but
you need to watch that show. But malls were like they were the place you went and hung out.
Okay.
Like they had at one point they had really good food courts.
Yeah.
Like you would just go and like you get an A&W root beer and some fucking.
What were some of the staple restaurants that you would have here in Ohio?
In a mall, you would have a Chi-Chi's, a Ponderosa.
I found out our equivalent to Ponderosa was the Sizzler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Sizzler, well, even the Sizzler, I mean, there were Sizzlers and Ponderosas.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Because I'd always heard people talk about Ponderosa, and I never knew what it was. And I went to one, I was like, oh, it's just like a Sizzler.
Yeah, it's a Sizzler. Then and those were usually standalone restaurants. They were in the mall, but they weren't in the food court.
They were like on the ends or something.
Yeah.
Like usually by an entrance.
By an entrance somewhere.
Okay.
And usually had their own entrance also. And then there were, like in the food court, you would have like some pizza place, Long John Silver's.
We had Saboros.
Yeah, Sbarro. We had I don't remember if we had one. We had like A&W Root Beer, Long John Silver's. There was a Burger King in our food court at one point, like a full-blown Burger King.
Yeah, we didn't have A&W on the West Coast as much.
And then, what else was there? There was like a pizza, like a pretzel place, like an Annie Ann's style pretzel place.
We had hot dog on a stick.
Yeah, we had Orange Julius.
And we had Orange Julius too.
And there, you can get hot dogs on it, like basically corn dogs.
No, that was the name of the place. It was called Hot Dog on a Stick, and all I sold was hot dog on a stick and cheese on a stick and lemonade.
Oh.
3 things. Everything was $1. And it just kind of shows you how old this was.
Yeah, that's about what we had. And then there was, you had JCPenney. We didn't have Macy's because that was too hoity-toity for my area.
Yeah, we didn't have
Sears.
I don't remember Macy's on the West Coast. We had JCPenney, Sears,
Kaufman's.
We had Bourbons.
I don't remember. Yeah, we had this. It was a store called Kaufman's. So not terrible. It's where I usually bought jeans.
Yeah, we had Miller's Outpost, which was like where you got your Levi's and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, that's where I do with Kaufman's. I bought my Levi's and shit there. And then Janko's came out, and then I went to the Pacific somewhere. But I had to go to Youngstown for that shit.
We had Harris's. That was like a big anchor store, like kind of like Elder Beerman, Macy's type.
Oh, okay. Yeah, never heard of those.
And then for all the kids, the hip kids, they had Harris's Underground.
Oh shit! Get the fuck out of here with that. And then we had the record stores. We had 2 record stores in the Steubenville Mall. The Fort
we talked about that earlier.
We talked about that. What else was there? But yeah, it was just a place that everybody wanted to hang out. Like we'd go to the mall.
You have like an arcade.
Yeah, it was called Aladdin's Castle. Yeah, I had an arcade. Go hang out at the arcade, go see a movie, go back to the arcade, fuck around some more, destroy some shit in the mall.
Yeah, movie theater.
Yeah.
We had KB's Toys. Did you guys have those?
We did have KB Toys, but we also had Toys R Us. Or we had access. There was Toys R Us in Youngstown, and then there was also Children's Palace.
Oh. Remember that.
Children's Palace predates Toys R Us and KB Toy. What else did we have? We had all kinds of other shit in the mall. But
we had a van store.
We didn't have a van store. That's too much for the Ohio Valley.
You could actually get custom-made vans.
I don't think you can do that now. We didn't have any. We weren't allowed to loiter in the mall, though.
You just had to keep moving.
Yeah, you had to keep walking.
You couldn't hang out at the wishing well.
No.
Or the fountain.
The fountain. And
yeah.
We had 3 fountains in the mall. One in the middle and one at each end.
We had 2.
What else?
One was 2-story and one was not. That's about the only distinguishing difference. I feel like they probably pretty much had the same stores in them.
Probably. I'm trying to think of what else there was. Shit. It's been so long since I've been to the mall. Yeah, I don't know. We just walked around. That's all we did. Like I said, I would go to Chi-Chi's and I would order a water and chips. And just eat chips and salsa until I was ready to puke. Because you can't buy anything for $5 in Chi-Chi's when they were around.
Yeah.
So I just leave a $5 tip. Because that was like my allotment for mall food. Mall food.
Oh, okay.
Like here's $5. This will, you can get everything back then was like at the food court, everything was $1 or under for the most part, so you could you could get, you know, an order of hush puppies from Long John Silver's and get something to drink and, you know, whatever else, and still have cash left over. So I just went to Chi-Chi's because I like chips and salsa. And just,
I don't think we had a Long John Silver's in our mall.
we always used to get the Crispies, like the leftover droppings from,
and we would
like
have
the hush puppies and shit.
I feel like we had a Round Table Pizza.
That must be.
Their whole theme was like a medieval theme.
Oh. You get a show too?
No show.
They don't battle it out.
We did have a Burger King. I don't know if we had like a proper restaurant. I don't really recall there being one in there.
We had a couple. There was an Elby's, which is more of, I think, of an Ohio thing for the most part. Like those were called, they were big boys.
Oh, Bob's Big Boy?
It's like Bob's or
they call
Frisch's,
yeah.
Or ours was called Elby's. Elby's Big Boy. Yeah, we had a couple. We had just, those were the sit downs, like Elby's, Burger King, and the Chi-Chi's were all sit down. You could go in and actually sit in those places.
I remember there was a skate shop at one point, and I also remember there being this really, on the outside there was a fountain that we used to always try and, you know, skate and then until the cops chased us away.
And it was, the edge of the fountain was black from all the wax you guys used.
Yeah.
They tried to do, we had some skaters that tried to skate the inside of the mall while people were in there. I was not one of them. But then there was kiosks all over the place. But the mall was a mall. Like,
I don't really remember them being like a kiosk. There's not a lot of kiosks back in my day. That seemed to be something that became more prevalent like later on.
Just the small kiosk shops.
Yeah.
We had them. Like, we had an Oakley's, or it was basically a Sunglass Hut before it was a thing.
Yeah.
It was just a small kiosk, and they had like glass thing, you know, you'd go and look, and we'd just go try on Oakley's for fun. Because like we could never afford them.
Yeah, I remember spending a lot of time pretty much between the arcade and the movie theater.
Yeah. I didn't hang out too much at the mall. I just kind of went and got my whatever I needed to go get, walk around for a minute, and leave.
Would you ride your bike to the mall, or like would your parents drop you off, or was it too far?
Parents had to drop me off.
Okay.
It was way too far. In high school, one of my girlfriends, all she liked to do was just hang out at the mall because all of her friends worked at the mall. So we would just bounce from store to store,
just hanging out
from one store to the next store to the next store. And finally, I just went and sat down in the middle. I'm like, fuck all this. And I just sit in the middle of the mall.
Did you get in trouble for loitering?
No, because I was one sole person.
Oh, one person cannot loiter?
Like one or two people. If there was three or more, they didn't like it. We also had a gang problem in Steubenville, so they didn't want people like congregating and hanging out because of whichever gang just said that they were going to be in town recruiting according to, you know, folklore. But
they have recruitment drives?
Yeah, they're called jump-ins.
Oh, yeah.
They just walk up and beat the shit out of you.
Congratulations, you survived.
You survived. You're officially a blood or a crip or whatever. And you're like, yeah, okay, that hurt.
Thank you.
Maybe. I guess. I didn't ask for it, but cool. I do remember one time I was at the mall. I think I was with Bubba and his cousin Chris. We're walking through the mall.
Minding your own business.
Minding our own goddamn business. We went in to get I think we were going to get some CDs. Some
of those some of those Christian compilation CDs.
Yeah, we just need to make sure that, you know, we had
You're
faith.
right with Jesus.
Yep. And as we're walking through the mall, it's a very short story. There's nothing much more than what I'm gonna say here. Walking through the mall, and there's three girls. There's two black girls and a white girl. And the white girl, picture the girl, Felicia from like Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that was the white girl. The other two.
So like the girl from Hustle and Flow, then.
Yeah. She was kind of like wafery thin, like weird looking.
Like crack thin?
Not crack thin.
Just thin.
Thin.
Good metabolism.
Yeah, she was skinny fat. And then the other two were just fat.
Okay.
And the one girl come up to me, and she's got a juice box in her hand. She like walks up, like all three of them walk up to us, and she's like, "Hey baby, you want a drink of my juice?" And like Bubba looked at me, he's like, "Drink the juice." and Chris starts laughing because he goes to high school with these two, and I'm like,
yeah.
"Fuck no, I don't want to drink your juice. Get the fuck out of here." And Bacho, that's Chris, he looks at me and he goes, "You know what she was referring to?" She goes,
"Yeah, I don't like apple juice."
I said, well, one, I don't like high C. He goes, "It wasn't high C, dumbass." He said, he looks at me and goes, "She's holding a box and she wanted you to drink her juice." And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "He wanted you to lick her pussy." And I'm like, "Oh God, no!"
Like,
I was like, "Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, no, we're not doing that shit. Yeah, no, yeah, no." So that was probably one of the last times I actually went to the mall. I remember being at the mall, but then once I moved to Columbus, like City Center and Easton were the places to go. And then I didn't have a choice to hang out at the mall because I worked at the mall. When I worked at Abercrombie.
When you started your Abercrombie empire?
Yeah, when I started modeling in the store.
Yes.
With my shirt off, flexing.
Covered in baby oil.
That's right. All lathered up. We used to lather each other up.
Just a normal Thursday.
It's just whatever.
It's whatever.
Just a day at the office.
Yeah.
But yeah, working there was weird. Like working in the mall was weird. Like working, I refused to work downtown. Like some of the guys and gals would go and work downtown at the downtown store.
Oh, the Abercrombie store?
Yeah.
Like in a mall, or was it? Like
yeah, it was called City Center. It was
okay.
It was a 3-story mall. The building's gone now. It's actually a park where the mall was. It's been leveled down to grass and a couple trees. But it was a 3-story mall that and everybody would go hang out there.
Mm-hmm.
I still hate going downtown, but I hated going downtown. Like, I'm a cheap ass. I don't want to pay for parking.
You had to pay for parking?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, it's total bullshit. You had to pay for parking at the mall. Unless you worked there and then it got validated. But I just don't want to deal with downtown, like traffic and and everything else. And getting in and out of City Center sucked anyway, because you could only really park in the City Center parking garage.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't park on the street, or there wasn't another parking garage to go to, so you had to pay to park. So I would just stay up at Easton, but the difference in the quality of life between downtown and Easton was like watching the movie Kids. Like,
if any of you are listening and you have not watched the movie Kids,
it's a very sad movie.
Watch it during the day when your self-esteem is very high.
Or watch it during the day when your self-esteem is very low, because it'll boost your self-esteem.
You think?
I mean, if you think about what all these kids, like, they went through, or what they're going through, and they're all on drugs. I mean, like, yeah, at least that's not me.
So
I ain't got it that bad.
Which movie do you think is like worse from an emotional standpoint, that or Requiem for a Dream?
I haven't seen that.
Oh, okay, definitely.
So I have to
watch that during the day when you're having a good day. I'll just tell you this much about it. At a certain point, you're cheering for the drug dealers.
Oh, I'm always cheering for the drug dealers. They're the ones making the money.
Yeah, but then, you know, with the ups must come the downs, and it just, it's it takes a turn for the worse at the very end.
No.
I mean, yeah, it's.
I'll have to look it up and see if I can find it so I can watch it. Haven't seen that. Now, Kids is
It's dark.
It's super dark. Like, it's real dark. It's real.
There was another one around that same time called White Boys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty dark too.
I don't know. My favorite part in Kids was the guy with no legs on a skateboard who was like rolling himself down the street going, "I have no legs. I have no legs.
Hey, gotta own it."
I have no legs." But it's just sad. They're all on drugs and there's sex scenes in it.
You should make the girls watch that.
This is what you're not going to do.
No, don't even give him any. Don't even prep him for it. Just let him watch it.
It's called Kids. How bad can it be?
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of Long John Silver's, there's a Captain D's. Or did it say
nuts?
Or did it say? Or was it Long John Silver's?
It was probably a Captain D's. I've seen a sign for that already. So which movie? I got to think about this because I got to think of another funny movie. Okay, so which movie would you rather watch that's a comedy? Tommy Boy or Super Troopers? The first Super Troopers, not the second one.
Am I watching it? Like, is this like it's Saturday?
You have a choice.
Kids,
like,
you have families out of town.
Yeah.
Just ain't got shit to do, but I feel like watching a movie.
You feel like laughing a little bit for like an hour and a half.
Probably Super Troopers, because Super Troopers is pretty much, I think, pound for pound, like there's more laughs in it. Tommy Boy, there's a little bit of a story where the story in Super Troopers is pretty like lame.
Yeah.
Which lends itself to having more like shtick.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to go with Super Troopers.
Okay, that's right. I'm with Super Troopers. And not for that reason, for a completely different reason. I find Chris Farley to be funny. He's probably one of the best physical comedians that there was. Mm-hmm. I just find his antics now to be somewhat annoying.
I mean, they were always annoying. It's just the lens through which you perceived all that was different. Because we were younger. Hey, Captain D's.
Captain D's.
Oh, are you hungry, by the way?
Yeah, we can go eat.
I'm fucking hungry. It's all going to be shit roadside food. So.
Little Caesars?
Pizza.
I don't know.
A motherfucker would be to try and eat 2 pizzas in this car right now.
I mean, it's got a big enough dash.
Yeah.
Whatever. There's
Dairy
KFC,
Queen.
there's...
You can get a strawberry shake at Dairy Queen.
No, I ain't doing another strawberry shake. That fucked me up the other day. We went to Hardee's. And I got a strawberry shake, and I'm just like, ugh.
Oh, there's Rallies. That's even worse.
I wish there was a Rax.
Isn't that what Rallies? Isn't it the same thing as Rallies?
No, Rallies is Checkers.
Oh, okay.
Rax is Rax. But are they closed?
What, today is Sunday?
It says 10.
10. Yeah.
That's 8. All right, we're stopping. We're going to go get some food.
I'm going to pause again.